Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another speedrunning stream. Yes, I want to speedrun more. Yes, I'm in love with it. Deal with it. How are y'all doing? That music from the game was very in tune with what I was saying. I love that. I didn't plan that. Yeah, I was gonna stream today, cause why wouldn't I? It's my job. Also, I just want to. Just, you know, I loved it yesterday. It was great. But I want to go on, I want to do more. I don't tell Kangi personally beforehand if I stream, no, but... even if I do impromptu streams. This obviously wasn't one, this is just a planned one, but... No, I don't tell my mods. That's some good water. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed yesterday's stream. So, my total time was, of beating all 146 scenario, if you exclude the breaks in between that I took, was about 7 hours 19 minutes. Someone tallied that up. Which is a pretty good time and shows, to me, pretty clearly that a sub 6 hour time is possible. Still no drowning. No, but I do have a new reward. You can make me speedrun a scenario. And then I'll, you know, try my best to break the world records on that scenario for, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes or whatever. So that could be interesting. Only official scenarios, of course, so one of the 146. Although I suppose, preferably one that's on the leaderboard. A few other parks aren't on the leaderboard. Well, pick a scenario to speedrun. Which one do you want, Jake? I already have one which I want to beat the world record on, but I'll do that later. I'll keep that a secret for now. Yeah, there's lots of one you can pick from. Thought there might be a list. It's any of these. You know, you can just search list of scenarios. Either Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 or Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Or you can look at the speedrun page. This Fungus Woods isn't updated yet. And you can pick, well, whatever you like. There's lots of here. There's one here that I want to get the record. Today, you know what, I'll just tell you. Today I want to get the record on Six Flags Magic Mountain. On fast forward percent. The record is 3.6 seconds. And my best is 6.55 seconds. That was years ago. And I know how to beat 3.6 seconds. Did you clear the completion check marks? No. That happens automatically whenever I open the latest development version. I imagine that has to do with the fact that we're now on a new save format with the latest development version. I did practice Six Flags Magic Mountain a bit today, which is why I have completed that. Google's hard scenarios, first responses, Marcel's videos. Well, alright, you know, I'll wait until you pick. There are lots that we could speedrun. I would like to get the records on Extreme Heights. But one of the things I want to do this stream is not just speedrun, Theorycraft, and which we can potentially do together. Especially if there are any other speedrunners in this chat. There's one new speedrunner that we already got, by the way, since I started making videos on it. And that is... like a few, like Hey There, I'm Dead, just picked it up again. But they were already speedrunning. But Sparkle is new to speedrunning, and they already got the Crazy Castle world record. Which is pretty good. Did he also get any Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 world record? Oh, oops. That was the thumbnail for tomorrow's video. How do I get to Roller Coaster Tycoon 1? That was tomorrow's main channel video, by the way. Have you done Fungus Woods? I've literally set a world record on that yesterday, but I could do it again, improve it if you want. I think there's definitely space to improve it. Oh yeah, this was improved, Forest Frontiers. But by Hey There, I'm Dead. I'll just call him Daddy. Or Dad. Did the empty airfield world record got beaten? Yeah, someone beat it. This is a pretty competitive category. My record is only 18 seconds. Oh yeah, from 7 minutes ago. Thank you, Carrie, for the 6 months, half a year. And thank you, Max, for the 22 months. Why aren't we getting a notification from that? Or did I just miss it? Speedrunning again. Nope, I like speedrunning too much right now. Hello, how are you able to fast forward 5 times? Speedrunning my open RCT only forwards 4 times. You need to enable debug options. It's in the options. Then... God, where is it? Somewhere here. There we go, enable debugging tools. Hey, I just noticed that makes this thing disappear, where the path is. Interesting. But it also allows you to have hyperspeed, which is not times 5, by the way, it's times 128. And your times 4 is actually times 8. It goes times 1, times 2, times 4, times 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Although 16, 32 and 64 are only available with commands. Notification of mine happened during the music. So then I must have just missed it. Anyway. Have you done a speedrun for Rainbow Summit? I have. Hang on, didn't I have the records on that? Or did it? No, I did not count because I didn't actually get I didn't actually build the corkscrew. So yeah, that's a good one. Okay, there should be an easier way. Oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon Series. I can click on that. I was about to say there should be an easier way to switch between the two. Let's see, Rainbow Summit. Yeah, that's an interesting one. So 10 minutes, 12 seconds. Well, that's a doozy. I don't know what doozy means actually, but I know I can easily beat it. That's my point. I can do sub 5. So, let's give that a shot. Let's see. So, what I want to try... Let's see. Is it me or is the sound really quiet? Huh. Well, there's a little bit of sound. But not a lot. Ah, that's better. Anyway, my previous idea was first build the path. But I have an idea that first building a bunch of corkscrews and then building the path might be better, because then you fast forward sooner and you get your guests sooner. So I think I'm just first gonna build a bunch of corkscrews along this row, then fast forward, then delete this thing, I can maybe delete it immediately, and build some path. I think that's a faster way. Thank you for the follow, Kickinson. So, let's see. Just a rough timer. I'm just going to go for it and let's see how well I do. Hang on, do I have the designs still? Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove those quickly. Quit the menu. Track Design Manager. Corkscrew Coaster. Delete. Yes. Delete. And there we... Where is it? There. Okay. Let's see how well I do. Corkscrew. And then we build it there. That's a good position. Half like that. Now we put it all without passing station, as slow as possible. Then we build the path like that. Save it with scenery. Like that. Oh god, I accidentally included the tree. Well, that's fine. It'll just cost a little bit of extra money. That's not a problem. It is funny though. Okay. And then I can immediately open. And I do need some money here. Oh, what did I do? Now. Oh, you can't click on this to alter it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then I need more stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna let it run at that speed. And I'm gonna remove this. And then we're gonna go this way. I'm hoping for a sub 5. But this is after all just the first attempt. And that way. And then, oh god, I need to delete all the path here. Or all the fences. Okay, more. Lots more. No. Okay, and then we can introduce some stalls. Oh, oops. Ah, dang it. Okay, now we have enough cash to raise the land. And then we can build even more. Still like that one tree is included. Come on. Okay. And now we need to build more still. I think it's going quite well. There we go. Might need a few more staff members. And might need some more path. So I have enough rides. I just need more path at this point, I think. Then on that way. Okay, just a few hundred more. Wait, did I accidentally pause I accidentally finished the timer? I accidentally hit the wrong button. Whoops. Well, this can still be done faster anyway. So that's fine. Also, we're hitting a barrier. Okay. Let's see. What is the problem? Is the problem overcrowdedness? I think it is. Let's reset the timer. I think the problem is overcrowdedness. Let's have a look. Yeah, so the problem was definitely a lack of paths. Okay, yeah, that's why I built a lot of paths at the start. I think sub 4 might be possible if I'm really fast. Would the problem be... Let's see, let's just do a little check. If I build some stalls on this side, does that solve... Oops, does that solve the problem? Is the problem that the stalls are all on one side? So the question is, does our guest count rise? It does not really, does it? No. Even though our soft guest cap is not quite high enough, but higher than we currently get. You have broken path. Oh, whoops. That presumably didn't help. Okay, the guest count does rise now. Does it rise to 2500 though? Probably not. So yeah, we definitely need even more paths. Or I might need longer queue lines. Well, during the rain everyone's on the paths anyway. But if we just fast forward, the queue lines will become full pretty quickly. What if I make the queue line even longer? Thank you for the Prime sub, 737 Factor. So the thing about an even longer queue line... Or what if I make the queue line and the wait time longer? Because then we can just store more guests. And then they won't be on the paths if it rains. Yeah, let's give that a shot. So, what if I build my very first corkscrew on this side? And I built it the same. Now I have to be where I can quickly build the path. I need a bit of land. Okay, this is a good place. I built my very first corkscrew exactly where this one is. And I make the path twice as long. Which means I'm gonna have to build them all inward, but that's fine. And I set the waiting time to something like a minute or whatever. I think that might help. I think that might help a lot. So let's give that a shot. First need to remove that corkscrew design. Yes, I want to delete it. It would be so useful if there was a plugin that would just allow all versions to just, like, to whenever you start a scenario, it just starts you with an empty track file. That would be useful, wouldn't it? Okay. Maybe I should rebind my timer starting and stopping key, but it'll be fine. So, I say we start by doing that. And then we get this thing. We make the corkscrew. And then we do without passing station. We make it like that. Okay, that's long enough. Then we save with scenery. Okay. Perfect. And then we build a lot of them. You can go. This should keep the guests off the path a lot better. And I want to see whether that actually holds true. Okay, quickly time to remove this. And then time to build path. Okay, we don't need fast forward as more because we've hit the soft guest cap. So now I need a load of land here. Oh, darn it. Okay, good. Now just like that. Let's go into full fast forward mode and build more of these. And I might also as well build some stalls. And that was unnecessary. And time for more. Even more. I think this is going absolutely fantastic. Oh. It looks like we're gonna easily crush that. Just a few hundred more guests. Just gonna need them stuck in the queue line. Okay, park rating is slowly going down. Hang on, why is the park rating going down though? I don't get it. Is it just the guests being unhappy? Hang on. We just hire a load of entertainers. Does that make the rating go up? We have enough for the soft guest cap. Is it just the guests being unhappy? Thank you for the prime sub, Sananas 2022. Like, we're getting close. Seeing this, a sub 4 is definitely possible. Also, fun fact, I can very easily see how much lag there is between my timer and the timer I see on the Twitch preview. My timer, the Twitch preview is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So So you can see it's just a few seconds behind. Drink some water. Yes, thank you. So, in theory, this is a great idea, right? There's almost no guests on the path. You just need your rice, you need very little path, it saves a lot of time. In practice, the park rating is going down. And I presume it's because guests aren't happy. This is a nice guest summary though. The original Corkscrew Coaster. Okay, that is definitely a problem. Yeah, if you... A lot of these are unhappy. Oh, they're thirsty as well. Maybe... Oh, I don't have a drink stall. Hang on, what happens if I add a drink stall? Maybe it was because I forgot that. I thought I did add one. Maybe if I... Let's try this again. But let's set the minimum waiting time to something like 20 seconds. So that the queue line goes a little bit faster. Hi Marcel, thanks for the awesome stream yesterday. Was gezellig having it on the background while working. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So, from your Twitch username, it looks like you're not watching, just listening. It's interesting that I can see that. Hey Cringe, how you doing? Oh yeah, it's time to make you a mod. How do I do that? There we go. We have a new mod. Cringe helped me out yesterday on the YouTubes, did a great job. And now he's a mod here as well. So, welcome to the mod team. He's been very active in a lot of my streams, and I appreciate him very much. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing, but with only a 20-second, roughly, queue line. Let's see if that improves things. Because I think we're onto a winner here. I definitely think that. So track designs manager, and I think that can be a sub 4. Delete. Also, maybe it's faster if I build it in a place where the trees aren't in it. Or if I just first quickly delete all the scenery here. So that I can delete the trees there so that those aren't in the way when I try to save the ride. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Or test it and then delete the scenery or whatever. So, maybe I won't need any extra path at all. Although I might still need to raise the land. I like the tools that Twitch gives the mods way better than what YouTube does. Oh yeah, Twitch is definitely better for live streaming. But YouTube just gives me a bigger audience. And that's why I do the special live streams on YouTube. Okay, that's... By the way, there have been some new rules for Open RCT2 speedrunning. Thanks to me, I came up with them. You only are allowed to run on official released versions. So you can see version 0.2.1 here. And that is because development versions can have really odd bugs. There have been the craziest random bugs in development versions, and I wouldn't... Like, it's very much possible that in some old development version, there is like... The park rating, or the park value got doubled, or the park rating was stuck at 999, or whatever. And if you can use a development version that has an overpowered bug like that, to just randomly get crazy records, that's not fun. Now, we already have different versions, which we run on. Like, 0.2.1 is the greatest one for stuff like extreme heights, where you don't have lag. 0.3.5, I believe, is the first one that has a path building hotkey. Of the 0.3.0 maybe, I'm not sure. So there are already different versions we use. But the release versions are fine, and the development versions aren't. And as a consequence of that, you're gonna have to show this menu screen either at the start of the end or the end of your run. To verify that you're in a release version. Thank you for the follow. Tequilarium. Okay, let's give this a shot. 40 is plenty. And then we can do that. Okay. Put it to like 24. And then we can save you. I will save you. Okay. I'm gonna try it without building any extra path. Because if that works, I'm a bloody genius. Don't know if we have the space for it though. Okay. And handyman. And I'm gonna need... whoops. I'm gonna need some stalls. Okay, we can slow down one. And then... more of these. I don't think I have the space for enough. So yeah, no, I'm gonna have to build a path anyway. Which is fine. I almost ran out of money there. Ah, that's better. Now I'm gonna have cash again. Oh crap. No. This is so much more difficult when you're under pressure. And when you're trying to do it quickly. Okay, 23. Okay, the guest count is still not going up. We're stuck a little bit lower this time. Are they again unhappy or are they out of money? No, I didn't charge that much. Oh, it's going up now. Good. We have enough rides. So I don't need that. Oh, there is a lot of vandalism though. Maybe that's the problem? Well, let's see. If we can we get to 2500 with this setup? Come on. Maybe we can do... Yes. Wait. Why didn't we beat the goal? The goal was 2500. Why is the park rate... What? Wait a minute. Huh? Is early completion not on? Oh, early completion isn't on. What? How did that happen? Well, it's a sub 4. I can still do it faster though. I'm gonna go again. Until I get it right. But that was odd. But this works. And I need more handymen. At the start, that's clear, right? I definitely need more handymen. So it was roughly a 3:51 or so. I realized a few seconds after it when I stopped the timer. So I want a sub 350. And that's already a hell of an improvement. Because I didn't go sub 4 and I didn't even have to build the corkscrew in my original run. So I'm doing well. I just need to do a little bit better still. Let's see. Track Designs Manager. Delete. Delete. And let's go. And then there. Okay, corkscrew, entrance, exit, without passing station, 35. 18 seconds is enough. Queue line. Delete scenery. Save right. With the 0 at the start, build some more. So we need a lot of it. An absolute lot. Okay, and fast forward and do staff. Okay, that's plenty. More even still. Even more. Okay, delete this thing. More. More. And in the meantime, I could use some stalls, meetings. Okay. And more. More. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna try it without any extra path. Let's see if that's possible. It's 21. We have some extra space here. Okay, 24. That's 25 rights. Yes. Sub 3. What? Holy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, I'm happy with that. Damn. I think I just kind of destroyed this level. Oh. I never expected this. What was the old one? Okay, so my old record was technically, like, right before that I did about a 340. Right, my old record before that was about a 430. I never really did it officially. The official record is 1012. So you don't need any extra path. You just need to get them off the path with long queue lines. This is genius. This is another revolution in speedrunning. Now my question is, why does this work? And why does it not work in extreme heights? Or in extreme heights, it works not as great, I believe. Because this is basically getting 2,500 guests in just 240. I have a feeling extreme height it doesn't work as great, even though the twister did have enough intensity. Yeah, 1012 is the official, but you know, that's very old. They do build corkscrews, but it takes them a minute to even save it. It's just not very optimized. I can't pick on them. I mean, they were at this point the fastest ever, so, you know, 3 years ago, whenever it was submitted. Oh, not that long ago. 2020, so 2 years ago, this was much faster. The speed running element of speedrunning scene of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 is quite new. They make the same mistake I sometimes make. Misplacing it. But yeah, they use tiny corkscrews with one tile queue line, like I used to use. But I think this makes it clear that a longer queue line is much, much, much better. Okay, so hang on. I'm gonna quickly write down in a document which world records I've gotten and when, so that I can easily track them down when I put this in the timeline later. Let's see, videos. Okay, this one will do fine. So roughly 40 minutes in what was this called? Rainbow Summit. Yeah, but this is also no ads on this one. So it doesn't. You know what I find funny? This one's now faster than Fungus Woods. It's the same guest call, except no ads. This one is faster than Amity Airfield. Does that mean we can revolutionize Amity Airfield? Thank you, Voodoo 3. Hello, Marcel. Thank you for the excellent stream yesterday. Yeah, thank you. I had a good time. I'm doing some napkin math, but doesn't it end up to like 16 guests a second? It's about 160 seconds. So, yeah, it seems about right. But, you know, we are in fast forward mode. So, you know. Feel free to try revolutionizing Amity Airfield. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Is it? Hang on. I gotta brag a little bit. In the Discord. There we go. That would be such a you thing. Revolutionizing Amity Airfield. Would be kinda, yeah. Amity, I've done a lot of challenges on Amity Airfield. Faster in real time, not in game time. They're slowing time to take out ads more than it saves. Good point. Well, if you pause the game, maybe, but yeah, I don't know. Drink some water. Thank you. Well, let's try Amity Airfield. Now let me just brag a bit. Hey, I like bragging when I have done something nice. At least when it's an achievement of my own. Not when I'm just nice to someone. I'm going about screaming, hey, I'm nice to someone. I think there is a good line between bragging a bit about your own achievements and about not being arrogant and too boastful. Everyone likes to brag. You just need to do it not too much. And I'm not going to be sorry for bragging a little bit. Okay, Amity Airfield. So, we do want that same design. And I think I do want all the path, but let's just see. What happens if we build that same design? This is just theory crafting. So I'm just gonna go off ads. This has nothing to do with soft cast cap, as we're not gonna reach the soft cast cap. So I'm gonna test this. Actually, I need to destroy this, remove the path. Need to put it in a slightly different position. So you know what, I'll just build a new one. I'm gonna put it there. Actually, I want to put it one further to the back. So let me just practice where to put it. If I just put it a certain amount of tiles in front of this, that'll work. So let's see, normally you would have the path here, then the turn here, then here, and here. Okay, I need to have 4 tiles in between. Then we need to do... Oops. Need to do the exact same design. I don't think that will change. Bragging is the ability to be proud of yourself and show your achievement. Normal human thing that shows good esteem and self-confidence. Yeah, everyone likes having something worth bragging about. It's just when you do it too much that it's annoying, and especially in inappropriate situations. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna set this to 23 seconds or something like that. And we gonna make the queue line a bit longer than usual. So I'm gonna make it this long. And I'm gonna build path around it again. And then I'm just going to build... Now you know what, it has higher throughput. So let's put it to like 40 seconds. Save with scenery. I'm going to build like 8 of them. Is 8 enough to harbor 3,000 guests? Because building these and stuff and not running the ads is what makes it take a long time. So if we just call it Vertical Drop Coaster 1. And let's borrow some more money. Have you ever tried half the corkscrew design with the compact inverted coaster? It can't launch, right? That's a problem. Oh, I don't have exit path. Oops, thank you very much. That's the thing I keep forgetting. By the way, Jake Post, you were the one who did that, right? Who told me to speedrun... Yes, speedrun Lucky Lake. Thank you very much. Lucky Lake? No, not Lucky Lake. Rainbow Summit. Thank you very much, because that turned out to be great. Okay, let's date. Let's resave this. Okay, let's build 8 of them. And a few stalls. And let's see where that leads us. Ah, dang it. Okay, so in the newer versions, the path would just overlap. And I could continue building. The grid would just be a bit messed up. So if you make a mistake like that, it's faster in the newer version to, you know, you don't have to worry about it so much. Okay. Oh, the queue lines are all messed up. In which orientation don't the queue lines mess up? Okay, in that orientation they don't. I can just... Okay, hang on. I need to reload it. So what I can do is just all rotate them twice. Because then they won't mess up. That's another feature you have to think around. Okay, we're gonna need to make this one 35. That'll be fine. I'm just gonna do ignore research status. Because this is just for science. So we don't need to worry about not cheating. We'll do not cheating when we do the actual run. By the way, can I reset that to 0? So the world record in empty airfield is, I believe, 339 at the moment. We should be possible to outdo that. Well, English, Marcel. Okay, are you open? Yes, you are. Okay, now we're gonna build a couple of stalls. 3 stalls to be exact. That's all we need. Oh, more money. Okay, and then we're just gonna go speed up. hire some of these fellas. Hire some of these fellas. And then just start advertising. And I'm not going to pause the game while I do them. I'm just going to do them as fast as I can. And let's see if this works. It looks to be going quite well. Okay, park rating is wavering a little bit. Okay, looks like we're gonna need a few more of them. Or I don't need more, I might just need a longer queue line. Because I want to build as few as possible. Ideally, I want to be able to afford them all from just the starting money. So, how about we make the queue line even longer? How about I go up and down like that once more? I think that might give us the solution. So, let's just remove all the guests. And do that. And then save that. Okay. Oh, by the way, I don't need to rotate them if I just rotate my screen. That's probably faster. Then we just overwrite it. Okay, let's reset the date. Now I can, it's just easier to reload. There we go. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Carrie, are you here still? Then let's build. Yes, okay, then I'm gonna do just for you, because I know you like this. Quickly. There we go, Bernard C. It's gonna go drown. Alright, that was enough of that. So, let's build 8 of these. Do we have the money for that? Oh, easily. By the way, look at the weird way that the path is behaving. That's because I saved it when it was connected to other paths on all those sides where it has like weird bumps. And so things like that, but it's not actually, that wasn't actually the way that's not the way how I'm building it here. Okay, so 40-second wait time and a queue line like that. Will that be enough if I build just 8? Let's see. If it is, then I think I can do a sub 3. Which would be quite wonderful. Let's put this to about 40 is fine. Let's open them all. Is the park opened? Yes, it is. Let's go. There's no scenery to ruin and vandalize, luckily. Okay, and now we just run all the ads constantly. And see if that is enough. The reason I'm here, not rendering the guests, is for lag purposes, or anti-lag purposes. This works out nicely. I'm exactly as fast as the ads run out. So I'm quite happy with that. That means that roughly they're all on all the time. Okay, 2500. Okay, we're stuck at about 2500. Do I need to make the queue line even longer? Because the guests clearly want to go on it. They just can't. Okay, let me do a little test. I just want to absolutely destroy this. So I'm trying to optimize this a lot. Shops aren't open. Yes, they are. They open automatically. Are the queue lines still full at 20 seconds? Because if they are, then that's better because it keeps the guests happier. Because the last time that the long wait time was a problem. Okay. And that. I would definitely forget to open my shops, by the way, if I played without automatic open shops again. Okay, let's see. Will they stay full? Well, not in rain, obviously. But yeah, looks like they will stay full. Which is good. Very good. Because that just means we just need to extend it a little bit more. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll try a little bit more. And then if that works, if that gets us to the amount of guests we need, I'm going to do a full run. Okay, this should definitely be enough to get us to 3,000 guests if that works. And if that worked, that would be quite nice. Because one of the things that's really slow and clunky is building more of these vertical drop modes while you're in hyperspeed. So I'd prefer not to do that. Although maybe we could enable hyperspeed a little early. Just so that we already get some... Oh, hang on. Why did it just reset? That's odd. Okay. And there we go. Yes, override. New game. And then we delete everything. Oh, that was easy. We do it like that. Any new strats today? Yes, things we are trying out right... Oh, something went wrong apparently. Alright, I'll rebuild the stuff. Things we're trying out right now is very long queue lines. And with that, I mean absolutely very long. To store the guests. Which you need in high guest goal scenarios. And we absolutely crushed Rainbow Summit with it. So I don't know why that just didn't work. This saving. I should try out before I reset it again. Yeah, it's to prevent overcrowding. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you were here when I did it yesterday or when I practiced it on the Twitch streams earlier. But in Rainbow Summit, I used to build a lot of paths, right? Now, I managed to do it earlier today, like 20 minutes ago, without building any extra path. Just cause my corkscrews had a lot longer queue lines and a lower throughput with a longer waiting time. That's how we achieved that. So that all the guests are off the paths. You were in the YouTube stream as Toi Mine. I don't remember that name, unfortunately. Sorry about that. But I do trust you were there. But then again, there was a long stream, so you might not have seen specifically Rainbow Summit or even remembered it. Depends on how much you know about the game as well, of course. So, then we go this way. And this way. And the last one. Okay, I think this is enough to get 3,000 guests. Okay, and then we just set this to 40. The entrance is such a great way of making money. And it's funny, they say, you know, I used to say it as well, it's easier to make a lot of money in pay-per-ride scenarios. But in speedrunning, I prefer pay for entry scenarios. Generally, not always. Like, when you need to make a lot of money in scenarios like Ghost Town, it's pay per ride is a lot easier. Okay, and now we just fast forward and advertise. And let's see if we can get to 3,000 guests with this. If we don't, then we need to build more vertical drops. If we do, I think we can do sub 3. Let's see. Okay, that's 2,000. 2,300. 2,500. I just saw a red thing. They're probably complaining about the queue lines. It looks to be going quite well. Come on, just 100 more. Yes! This works! Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay, then that's the strategy we'll be going for. Oh, thank you for extending the gifted sub from Slime, drinking coffee. Any entertainers? Nope. Can you add TVs in safe designs? Unfortunately not. Yeah, it's already under 3,000, but that doesn't matter. We passed the goal. And as long as the strategy can pass the goal, even if it's unreliable, it is good enough. Will it go above again? Yeah, okay. We definitely need to run all ads, because we were not running one ad and it wasn't going well. Can you add? No, you can't add TVs, which is unfortunate. But that doesn't matter, because the queue lines are all full. Anyway. Well, not all, but mostly full. Although there are 200 people waiting. They're kind of doubled up. Can you see that? Here, they're sort of doubled up. Which is a glitch that can sometimes happen. Which does help. Do you think entertainers would keep guests from leaving from unhappiness? I tried that in the Rainbow Summit and it didn't work. Why don't you build 10 coasters? Because I don't think I have the money for that. And it also takes extra time. If you can do it with 8, why build 10? You know? Are the ads you buy also played on the Q-Line TVs? Maybe. Well, not for me, because I don't have any. Okay, let's go to the menu. And go to the Track Designs Manager and delete the track we have. Delete. Let's have a drink. Alright. Let's give this a shot. I don't know how fast it's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be very fast. Okay, 44 is fine. Oh, right. Crap. Let's redo this. I need to start with research. That can save us some time. Quite a bit of time, at least. Like, at least 10 seconds. I forgot. Let's, go to the menu. Okay. Let's go. No. I still have a cheat on. That I used. Whoops. There we go, much better. I used that. Let's just check that we don't have any cheats on. Nope. Looks fine. Looks fine. Looks fine. Wonder what we'll get. Yeah, me too. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, we're going the other way now. That's perfectly fine. Didn't mean to, but whatever. I can just build this in mirror. Okay. And then, yeah, go like that. And then that way. And we need to go around it. Alright. And select everything to be saved. Okay, cool. By the way, is the park open? Yes, it is. Oh, hey, the queue line's actually fine in this orientation. Cool. Oh, we don't have the cash. Ah, there. No way out of the right. Oh, I forgot the exit line as well. Okay, so the way out of the right would not have been the issue, because they could have easily found another path. The problem would be that it wouldn't be able to be fixed. Run ruined, yes. Run ruined, unfortunately. So let's go to the track designs manager. And delete it. We're doing not bad though. I made a few misclicks and stuff. But queue line is not okay. Wait, what do you mean is not okay? It was fine, right? Hang on. Oh, I just deleted it. Yeah, but if I delete the track design, I have to restart the game, then I have to reforce the game to be borderless full screen. I think that's generally slower, unless I need to delete a lot. Didn't really realize the queue line. The queue line was fine, right? Or I thought it was fine. It cut out the last part of the queue line on your latest run. Oh. Maybe it did then. Yeah, that's absolutely not the... I'm gonna need to build it in the same orientation that I know. Let's do this. No, that one. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And... Come on. No. Okay, we're gonna make it do... I might have forgotten that last time as well. Ah, dang it. Okay, that's fine. Absolutely fine. No, that's not fine. Save. Oh, wait. Select nearby scenery. That's much faster. It saves a lot of time. Okay, yes, the queue line's fine. Okay, gonna need some more. Still need to open the park though. Let's not forget that. Make it 40 roughly. Hire some staff. Then build some of these. Toilet. And a drink stall. And then start doing ads. Okay, let's see how fast this goes. Will this be a sub 3? I think it's possible. But I don't know if I've done it perfectly well. But let's see. See if I did. Oh, hang on. What's wrong? Oh, I forgot the exit line again. See, that's what happens. They can't be fixed. There are no lost guests. The guests are absolutely fine. Okay, but there's definitely, if I do select nearby scenery, does that not include the exit line? Or did I just not build an exit line? Let's see. Okay, so I just didn't build an exit line. I never not included it. I saw that I didn't have the heart to tell you. Even if you told me, it would have been ruined. So, it wouldn't have helped. So yeah, I never made one. But that button, I know that button, but I never realized to use it. That's so much quicker on all the ones as well. Yeah, you do a no exit path run. In that case, I would just have to build the, you know, if I could do a no exit path run, I would just build the path like that instead of a square. That's technically no exit path. Do you even need to grab the extra path? Yes, because I can't build them inside each other. And by the way, dragging twice doesn't take that long, so I think that's fine. But I think we were on our way to maybe a slight sub 3. And if we save that time as well, that will help a lot. So let's go to Track Designs Manager. And vertical drop coaster. Delete. Okay. Let's try again. Let's make this about that. There's the entrance. Now, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, right and that way, and then like that. Okay, not the fastest build of this ride ever, but not terrible either. Okay, and then path. Okay, just like that. Oh, what happened? What just happened? Okay, well, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna continue the run. Might, you know, try to improve this one later. Looks like I'm not a very precise path dragger. Okay, yeah, this is much faster. And I need to rotate twice. Otherwise the path is ruined. Okay, this is going quite well. Okay. Let's hire some staff. And let's hire some more stalls. Hire some more stalls. Yes, I just said that. Okay, time for the ads. Let's see if we can do this. Park rating is holding up. Okay. Looks good. Looks very good. Looks solid. Okay. Oh, the rain. Nope, that screwed it up. Was it the rain? Maybe I do need to build like 1 or 2 more. If I just build 9 instead of 8. By the way, look at our cash. We have lots of cash. We built 9 instead of 8. That might help. Kiosk. I don't think a kiosk is a problem. Okay, let's hire more handymen. Let's see if... I don't think it is a problem, but let's just check. I mean, the rating is going up. So, I don't know. Well, let's try building 9. And let's see how that goes. And hire a few more than 15 handymen, like at least 20. And I can also definitely save some time by just building the coaster quicker. And not faffing about with the path so much. If you can't, nobody can. I mean, I don't hold the current world record, so... You know. Okay. Let's do this. And then make this, that, and that. Now... I don't know. I pressed some buttons. But that's fine. I don't need to see the ride to be able to build it. There we go. It's back. Okay, this is definitely a lot smoother than last time. Select nearby scenery. Don't need that bit of path. Okay. Now exit. God damn it. Exit, 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 exit. Why am I so good in forgetting the exit? Why? Like, what's my deal with that? Like, it's not like I'm doing this for the first time today. It's been a thing ever since I started doing live streams. But usually I forget the exit path because I'm building the coaster and then someone asks something or, you know, distracts me or whatever. And I tell a story or ask a question, you know, stuff like that. But that's nothing like that here. Okay, let's do this once more. Messing around with the buttons. And there. That was a whole lot of messing around with different buttons from me. But in the end, I feel like it was not terribly slow. Okay. And then, yeah. No. Oh, God. Why do I keep messing this up? Why do I keep messing this up? At least I don't have to delete it now. The quick path building is difficult. If I get it right once, I'm pretty sure I will get a sub 3. Which would be quite magnificent. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. No, I messed that entirely up. Would it be easy to do the queue line around as well? Not a bad idea. Probably definitely quicker. So what if I did... It's also the first few actions that are difficult to do right quick. Because you just need to do this, but there are also constantly lots of other... Okay, you know what I need? Hang on. I'm gonna rebind a keybind. That makes everything easier for me. I need to rebind a certain keybind. Let's see. Where is it? Shortcut keys. Now, I wonder, does this work? Okay, I can't rebind this to a button on my mouse. I probably shouldn't rebind it to space. What if I rebind this to Y? Close all windows. Now I might do that by accident sometimes. But one of the problems is that I need to close all windows. I need to take my hand off the mouse. Now wait a minute. If I just use... Oh, I can't just use shift for that. That's unfortunate. I just use shift plus Z. So Z is this, but shift plus Z is close all windows. Yeah, that'll be fine. Shift plus Z. As long as it doesn't, it means I don't have to take my mouse off my hand off the mouse. Drink some water. That's a good idea. Plus on the numpad. Then I would still need to take my hand off the mouse. That's a thing I don't want. Okay. Why do all computers have a mouse and have a red? A friend of mine has a red, which is like a super upgraded mouse with lots of buttons. Let's get this sub 3. Okay. Then 64. Did a little bit of a misclick there with my buttons, but that's fine. I think I did this quite fast in general. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like this again because I don't have a better method yet. Haha, I didn't forget the exit path. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Select nearby scenery and pick that. And that. And then build some more. Okay, this looks all good. Oh, did that again. Oh, that's fine. Now, Okay, some stuff. And then, oh my god. The new keybind is screwing me up. Yeah, now I keep doing shift plus backspace because that's just what I'm used to. So I should probably rebind that again. But the run is not going terribly. Or I should just get used to this. You know, force myself to use it. I could do that as well. Didn't mean to zoom out there, by the way. That probably cost me a little bit of time in lag. Will the sub 3 happen? I think just about not. Actually, yes. Ha! A sub 3 empty airfield. And that wasn't perfect, but it's good enough for now. Someone else can try to beat that. That's about a 256 or 257. I think I timed pretty accurately. That's pretty tight. And to imagine, I was incredibly happy with my, what was it, like 4:26? Now I got like 1.5 minutes faster. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. CGs, could you bring the good news to the speedrunning Discord? If you're still here. Oh, I love this. I love setting these crazy records. Because now I don't need to worry about, like... Because last live streams were fun, lots of fun. But I had to worry about being prepared for the big live stream, you know. I had to move on. Now I just can do whatever I like. And I love it. Oh, I've improved this so much. And... honestly, someone was talking about a sub 30 possibility Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. With all these, I think it might be possible. Yeah, Fungus Woods might be the same. But I'm gonna do something else. I wanna get a record that's a bit more finicky. So for that, we need to go smaller. And we need to go much smaller. Like, much smaller. I think this is small enough. Now, I'm not gonna time this. Because what I wanna do is... I wanna beat this record, Six Flags Magic Mountain. And... it's so quick, I'm not gonna time that. I'm just gonna do a couple of runs. Oh, by the way, let me note down about 1 hour 25 minutes in empty airfield. Yeah, speedruns are very addictive to watch. And to do, if you're good at them. So, 3.6 is the world record. And I'll quickly show you what needs to be done. So the reason we're on the small screen is because it means I have to move my mouse less. Oh, and we're gonna need to make some custom scenarios for this. Believe it or not. Thank you for the 4 months, Casmat. So the scenario we're gonna do is Six Flags Magic Mountain. So I need to press F and T. Oh, we need to be... okay, I need this to be slightly bigger. Because I need to be able to do that. Is that allowed? It doesn't say it's not allowed. The reason I need to do that is so that I can have my mouse in the correct position immediately for pressing on delete right. I'm not gonna play the custom scenarios. I just need to change my menu. More speedruns. Someone's addicted. Yes, I am. Thank you for the 14 months line. So let's... Because the reason I need to do this, and I need to immediately click on this. But I can't move this up further than it is right now. Which means I can't have it, like I need my mouse somewhere here. But I can't have that. So I need to add a bunch of scenarios below that so that I can scroll down and do it. But I wonder, yeah, maybe eventually that could be outlawed. Outlawed. But because you can't actually do this in recent versions. But I'm just gonna try it, because at the moment it's not against the rules. At the moment it's within the rules. Oh yeah, I completely missed your geography question, by the way, Accurate. Did you even ask one? Oh, was that my bad? No, you never asked one. So that's not my bad. Where's the geographical center of Austria? Somewhere in the middle. Honestly, I don't know. It's like Innsbruck, somewhere like that. Maybe I don't even know where the cities are. So I wouldn't know. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab, I don't know, whatever, this. No, we're not gonna do that here. And we're going to convert Safegame to scenario. Take the Woodworm Park. Then put it in the real parks. And save scenario. Now, did that show up? It did not show up. Did it show up in real parks under... No. Hang on. Where is it? Did it replace the action? It can't have replaced... Oh, it's... Here? Oh, it's because it's named Woodworm Park. It recognizes it. Like, that's a special feature. I need to rename it something else. Let's see. Convert save game to scenario. So we'll just take this one. Now, before I do that, I just need to rename it something else. So let's take this one. Let's rename the park. Space Waster. Save it as Space Waster. Yeah, sometimes I default back to Dutch, and Max captured that quite nicely with his even kijken, let's see. That's the same it's the same meaning, it's just the first is Dutch, the second is English. It's inside a small town called Bad Aussee. Okay, so Aus is probably from Austria, or Eastern maybe. That would be Österreich. I don't know what Aus from is, but See means lake in German. I know that. Okay, let's go to the... Convert second to scenario. Space Waster. Real parks. Now name Space Waster. And let's see if it showed up. Again, not. Is it under other parks? No. Is it again here? I called it Space Waster. Oh, Aus means out. Hang on, let's just go back to full screen for a while. Where is it? Oh, we have 3 Woodworm Parks now. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Hang on. I need to change the scenario name to Space Waster. That's the one. Okay, save scenario. Let's overwrite it. Now it should be there. There we go, Space Waster, finally. Let's do that again. Space Waster 2. Why not? And then, did it work? It didn't. Is it again here? Here? Oh, I put it under other parks. I'm not very good at this. Well, I'm gonna have to delete a lot of useless scenarios later. Space Waster 2 and under real parks. Okay, let's do it again. Space Waster, real parks, Space Waster 3. Save scenario. Where are my buttons? Hang on. Oh, okay, there they are. What? Thank you for the 6 months, WT Mike 24. New scenario, who dis? We're gonna make more new scenarios even. That was strange, my buttons were just gone. Space Waster 4. Let's make 5 in total. I think that's enough. So, one more. Convert Safegame to scenario. What are you trying to achieve here? I'll show you after I'm done with this one. Space Waster 5. Save scenario. Oh, we just... Okay. Cool. As long as it worked, I'm happy. Do we have 5 Space Wasters? We do. So, now I can scroll up. Which is what I wanted. So, am I... So, let's see. If I line this up like that... And I put my mouse right under the line between Rollercoaster Tycoon... No, let's put it between Loopy Landscapes and Rollercoaster Tycoon 2. Is it in the correct place? Oh, I need Magic Mountain. Okay, I need one more Space Waster and I need to be a bit to the right. Okay, let's make one more Space Waster. The scenario did save, interestingly enough. Space Waster 6. Real parks. And the buttons are gone again. Or you know what? I'll just restart. That's some odd button. Would this even be allowed in official runs? I don't know. I'm gonna see how fast I'm able to go. And if it doesn't count, then that's fine. It just doesn't count. I'm fine with that. I just want to see how fast I could get a time here. There are shortcuts you can use in the menu to remove UI. No, but that was not the entire UI. That was just the buttons, the 4 big buttons. Let's go to real parks. And I need to scroll down all the way. Okay, is this enough? If I have it like between the T and the A. Yes. Then I need to do that, 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 that. Oh, and I need to rebind a key again. Oh, yeah, we beat the goal. Because I need to be able to fast forward without actually moving my hand all the way. So where's my keybind? Shortcut keys. I'll just keep this shift plus backspace because I'm used to that. Where's fast forward? That is this. Put that to Y. That's next to the T I will be pressing anyway. So, let's see. I don't know what my time will be, but I know it will be very fast. Actually, you know what? I can figure out the time. If I do this... Okay, I'm gonna just start a recording with my other screen recording software. And that way we can figure out the time later. Let's see how fast we can beat this scenario. Real parks. Okay, I need to put it here, which is the correct place. Nope. Wrong rights. Again. Current world record is 3.6 seconds. Okay, let's see. I think that was faster than 3.6 seconds. But I think we can do even better. Because I was a bit late with the speeding up. So, let's go again. Let's see. Okay. Paying it back the loan was somehow slow. The scroll, I didn't scroll right. Yeah, I can imagine this being outlawed as well, but that's totally fine with me. I just want to do this. Because this is fun. Okay, let's do this. That was definite. That was very fast. My clicking was fast. My scrolling was fast. That was very, very fast. Okay, that was definitely a record. Let me start up my editing software so that we can see how fast it was. Let's move this out of the way. Now I can stop my screen recording software. And let's go to captures. DaVinci Resolve always takes a while to start up. Okay, so let's write this down. It was definitely faster than 3.6. So about 1 hour, 40 minutes in. 6 Flags Magic Mountain. Wait, did DaVinci Resolve just not start up? It was me who gave me money yesterday. Yes, I did recognize you. Thank you. DaVinci Resolve is my favorite Dan Brown novel. Nice me. Marcel Vos. Ha, nice. For those who don't know, snel is Dutch for quick. Okay, there we go. Let's just do a new project. If it can manage that. New world records. I can just use this for everything. Oh, but I do need to, because I was at 60 FPS, so I need the preset for the normal recording. So let's see. Project settings. Presets. Video preset. This one. Load. Because this was recorded with my recording program and not my streaming program, which is different. Okay, let's see. We can count frames here. You see at the top right there, how much we are. Ignore the 1. I don't know why it has a 1 there, but it also always has a 1 hour extra. It can be a bit laggy at times when you're already doing all the things. Especially when still loading stuff in. Okay, looks like we had already beaten it here. Did we do it again? No. Okay, we'd already beaten it here. Okay, there we go. So that was somewhere there. And now I want to get it to the exact frame. And then we can see how fast I was. If this is not a record, I'll be extremely disappointed. Okay. That's where we started. Now the first frame on where the scenario appears. This is how I time all my speedruns, by the way. Okay, so that's 10 seconds and 52 frames. Not hundreds, but frames. And let's get the end. Oh, it's slow again. Okay, we've already beaten it here. Is this the first frame? $13.43. So I did it in 2 seconds. And 51 frames. So that is 2 seconds, 51 over 60. 2.85 seconds. That's quite an improvement in terms of percentage over 3.6. And you can't do it much faster. So I did a sub 3 second time. Now let's see what the old world record did. Don't need to know right now, I don't need to save. Let's see if the old world record also had extra scenarios. Too bad it doesn't count. We don't know if it doesn't count. Okay, they didn't have any extra scenarios. They just did another run after this, I assume. Because this didn't work. Oh, it did. We just didn't see it. How did they know when they finished, though? Or, hang on, that's weird. Hang on, they never sped up. Or does it just count from the moment you hit 0? Oh. Because... Wait, that's odd. Is that because the rules are slightly different in that in the moment you hit 0 because you hit the requirements? Is seeing the achievement screen necessary to time it? So I think the actual achievement, the actual rules for fast forward, because the rules for Roller Coaster Tycoon percent, or original percent, is that, you know, the time ends when the objective is met. Oh, but here it ends on the first frame, the objective complete window pops up. But it never popped up. But Ludwigsveld's record still counts. I'm gonna have to ask about that. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be according to the rules. Yeah, original percent bans open RCT2. Well, you know, we're gonna do some other levels. We're gonna not be bothered with that anymore. Let's see. Let's make that a full screen. But I did do a sub 3. Was that a world record? Well, mine was a world record anyway. Okay, what scenario shall we do next? There's a lot we can pick from. Botany Breakers. Oh, that's a good one. Let's just watch the world record on it. Because I got improved. Okay, so they did the stalls. They built the launched freefall. And then they built some custom launched freefalls. Doesn't seem super optimized, but it is quite fast. Do they do the ads faster than I did? Or something like that. They use the exact same freefall design as I did. No, it just... Because the reason I find this weird is that apparently in my full run of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, I only got to 348. Which is so much slower. Like twice as slow. I can't imagine that. Hang on. Let me check. Did I really only get a 348 or did I just see that wrong? We've already had it here. Yeah, 348. What was so slow about it? We're already 3 minutes in at this point. I guess I just wasn't very fast. Well, we can definitely... What if we just use escape hatch? No, that doesn't have a queue line. Okay, so I want to try something different. I want to see if we can do both new breakers. Because I definitely want to do this one. Because I think I'm gonna practice Roller Coaster Tycoon. I want to get this down to sub 40 would be a nice time. So let's theory craft this a bit. If we just use a few... Okay, this doesn't have a queue line though. We kind of need queue lines. It's 10,000 though. That's a lot. He didn't use pre-builds. He used my pre-build, so it's the same thing. We don't start with great coasters for that. And not a lot of space to build them either. Okay, let's just try something. Even though we don't get path with escape hatch. Let's just try it, see what happens. If we just build a bunch of escape hatches. So we're gonna need to fast forward a bit. To unlock it. Oh right, I rebound that to Y. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna quickly bind that back. Because that's definitely gonna screw me up a lot. I just needed it for the one. There we go. And unlock the launch. Hang on. Oh, I didn't. I did roller coaster instead of thrill rides. That makes sense. Need to unlock 2 thrill rides. Okay. Hang on. What? Oh, I'm already on the water. Whoops. Okay, we go this way. Okay, what if we stay a bit more on that side? Maybe he used path building hotkeys because he was in a more modern version as well. Okay, so escape hatch. Now it doesn't have a queue line, which is a slight problem. Oh wait, this is launch freefall 1. But if we don't need to build ourselves a freefall and test it, then that can save a bit of time. So let's see if this has any chance of working. It's launched at 111, so we can make it more expensive. How about we make it 16? I think that might be enough. So, we're gonna make it 16. And let's see if that's enough. What if we just do... Okay, that doesn't work. Okay. Are they all 16 now? I think they are. Yeah, escape hatch does have pretty colors, doesn't it? I don't even know if they'll pay... Oh, this one isn't 16. I don't even know if they'll pay that, but... You know, it's just a trying out a concept. Okay, we have 9 of them. And then we do that. And then we just forgo all the stalls. Because that costs time. Let's just see if this works. And we do that. And we do that. Okay, they're not going on it. 16 is too expensive for escape hatch. How about 15 though? Okay, 15 works. Okay, we're gonna get rid of the guests. We're gonna renew rides, fix all rides. Just clean up the mess a bit. And, you know, let's fire all those. Okay, time to make them all 15. Can't you increase speed for backspace in your Windows settings? Maybe. That would save a little bit of time here, wouldn't it? Especially in something like Ghost Town. I could also just maybe scroll very fast. Although there's a limit to this scrolling. I think that's too imprecise to work. Oh, control and backspace deletes words at a time. Hang on, let me try. Yeah, but if I have control, I can't have my fingers on 1 and 6. I only have so many... You know, and I also need to move my hand in between my mouse and backspace. I only have so many hands. And so many equals 2. Okay, is this anywhere close? It is quite close. We need 10k, right? Yes. So, this is quite close. And I think we might not even need to worry about ads, you know? If we just not worry about ads, just build 9 of them, make them like that. Build, let's say 11, make them all 15, and then just run. Let's give that a shot. No, that can't work. Let's make 12 and do them all 15. I'm gonna quickly delete the pre-build. What happens if you build a right with an entrance and an exit facing a pre-existing line of perpendicular path? I mean, didn't I just do that? Okay, launch tree fall. Delete. Okay, let's just see if this has any chance of working. Let's go. Okay, no, oh crap. Oh, that way. Okay. Then crap. That's fine though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh crap, we don't have the money. How did I ever do it in 148? 10. Okay, you know, let's just... Like, I'm barely done. Of course, we need to rename more of these. Or reprice more of these. But like, he also had to build that. I'm never getting to 148. I think I need the path hotkey for this. But does it even work is the question. Oh, the park isn't even open. Oh, and I made them too expensive. I mean, this isn't gonna work anyway. I'm too slow. Maybe build one, change the price if there's new pre-build. Doesn't work. In the checkbox, can't you drag and drop all over them instead of clicking each one? No, I can click them and change the price. I could like scroll, but that's slower. I think that's slower anyway. This is a difficult one. Can't you do Control A? Yeah, but then I need to move back between 1 and 6 and Control A. That's like... there's a lot of moving about of the hands. You know? Does Control V work? Good question. Control A. Oh, Control A doesn't even work. Hang on. Let me just select something. Okay, this is on my... Oh, look at that. I can Control V. So if I can do that... But then I would still need to constantly move my mouse in between. My hand in between. Maybe I could do this one later and not do it right now. This seems to be an annoying one. Found an old clip of your roller coaster tycoon stuff on an old Reddit thread when I was stuck on the level for mobile and followed you a while back. Just wanted to say hi and I appreciate your knowledge of the game. Well, thank you. Okay, I'll take classy. Okay, I can't be bothered with this level right now. Thank you, steamed asparagus. Okay, how about... You can't select what to copy from RCT2 now. No, but I can just pre-copy a 16. Right? That should work. Call me classy, sure. Also, my bad for the long message. Long messages are fine. I'm not actively in a speedrun at the moment. I think I have an idea for factory capers. What's the current record? Let's see. Beginner parks, expert parks. Now we need to have the level leaderboard. 143. I think we can do that faster. And I kinda wanna see if we can do it without building a ride. Obviously building a ride, but not without designing a ride. So, thank you for the sub, Espanol Utrecht. Let me guess, you're a Spanish guy who lives in Utrecht. Okay, so we start with this. And what if we just build, because we have plenty of cash. What if we just build a bunch of Flying Dutchman gold mines? Maybe that's already being done in the world record. I don't know. But that might just work. We only need 1100 guests. That's very cheesable. What if there are an Utrechtenaar living in Spain? That could also be. Okay, so if we just delete a tiny bit less of path. That. And then we just build a long straight section by dragging. And what if we then just build a bunch of these. I don't think we need stalls. Like, we have plenty of cash. So what if we just build 6 of these? Yes, we have construction rights here. That's why I can build there. Will that be enough? So 6 of these. And then I'm going to go fast forward. Oh, let's open this. And the park. Then I'm going to hire a few staff. And then I'm just going to advertise. And let's see if that's enough. Let's hope it is. It isn't. Okay, we definitely need a little bit more. Alright. If you place 2 rows across each other, do you even need a lane of path? Oh, good idea. We can just build them. Like... Okay, I think I do need for extra ads. Okay, let's try this again. Do I even need to select this one? I do need the path there though. Okay. And then... Yeah, this just connects. Okay, so what if I build... Okay, the path goes roughly towards the middle. What if I build 8 of these? Okay, I definitely need the cash from there. Is that 8? That's 6. That's wrong. Okay, delete that. And then go there. Okay, and then we just fast forward while doing that. And then just advertising. I think this might be enough. Might also not be. Oh, I can't afford it. Okay, so if we just do eternal ads, how much do we need? No, let's not do eternal ads. Let's just give myself a lot of money. And let's include this so that I can keep advertising. Is this enough? If I have this and I just keep advertising to the max of my ability, is that enough? Because maybe the stalls do also keep them in the park. It doesn't seem to be enough, does it? What if I add 2 more stalls? Is that enough? Thank you for the follow. Chefly. Let's see if this is enough. No, it isn't. Okay, so this isn't enough. I think we do need a custom ride with a long queue line. By the way, for some reason the timer was on. So it's a good tip that I don't need to connect the rows of path, but I think a long queue line is better. So let's try that. It's gonna be a looping coaster. Let's just see what I can do. Like that. Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, then like that. Okay. Like that. And then save nearby scenery. I know it has no exit path, it's fine. Oh, it does have a little bit of extra path, which is also fine. Okay. Okay, come on. Did I not? Oh, they break down so quickly. Also, thank you for the 11 gifted subs. 733737. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Okay, so I did this slightly wrong. Let's just do this a bit clearer, just for proof of concept. So if I have this long a queue line, let's actually properly save it this time. Select nearby scenery. Just that. And I'm gonna use... Yeah, you know what, I can just use that one. And changing the price instead of backspace, you can use the keys home and delete to change it faster. Just home and delete. Oh, this one doesn't have a price. Let's try a shop. Maybe. Maybe that will be slightly faster. Did you already do the drink reward? I think I did, but that... Oh, I'm already out. Oh. Let's refill it then. Oh. For some reason. Oh, the cable of my headset's a bit screwed up. Oh well. Just about long enough to get to the tap in my kitchen. But not if it's all screwed up and tangled in on itself. That's some good water. Alright. I want to do a little bit of proof of concept. Here we luckily don't have to change prices. Let's renew factory capers. Okay, then... So if we just put it up to the deck pond. And... Oh, this is a thing I want to test as well. Home once delete until the point type new price. Oh, yeah. So home delete 16. Home delete 16. That's definitely faster. Thank you. How about saving a bit more path so you don't need to build the path previously to building coasters? That's a good one as well. But let me check this. Objects. No, not object selection. Inventions list. Where's the looping coaster? This should be in order. Oh, it's because the looping coaster is already... Do we always get the looping coaster first? Hang on, if we just... Oh, I don't need to change anything. Wait, spiral coasters? Or is the looping coaster second? Hang on, where's the looping coaster? Did I miss it? Oh, so the looping coaster is the third thing you get. Okay, if I just immediately start speeding up, then I don't need to change any of that. Why does it say spiral roller coaster trains? Yeah, I don't know why it says trains for everything here, instead of the just the actual thing. So, I still want to do a proof of concept though. So yeah, let's do this. And indeed, okay, let's test it. And then save with sceneries, select nearby scenery. Okay, and then save. Okay, how many of these do we need to get to there? To get to 1100 guests. Is this enough? How many do we have? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7. Let's not forget to open the park. Okay. Then we just need to advertise. And if they're stuck in the queue line, that's wonderful. Yeah, that works. Well, just about. I think we might need an 8th. Yeah, if we want one more, this works. We need 8. 8 of these with a very long queue line. And then that works. Okay, let's go delete all the safety signs on the looping coaster. Do you know why 2.1 is faster than 4.1? Probably because 4.1 has a lot of extra pathfinding algorithm stuff, which makes the guests more intelligent, but it also causes more lag, which is why I run on 0.2.1. Thank you for the follow, Splash. So let's go looping coaster. Delete this one. Delete that one. You could even save a parallel path designed to prevent overcrowding. If that's building extra path, I think building one extra coaster is quicker. Okay, let's give this a shot. Okay, we've already unlocked it by now. Oh, we haven't. Let's go a little bit further. Until... Okay, mid-July. That's fine though. Because this is just a learning experience. Without passing station. And a long queue line. And then let's make a little bit longer. Select nearby scenery, save. Okay. And then we just need 8 of those. So I think that's 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then some advertisement. Okay, that was a 133. Not bad. What's the record? 143. Hey, I already got a record. And that wasn't even close to perfect. So, we can definitely go sub 130. Maybe the devs should tone down the pathfinding for the gigaparks, because gigaparks and multiplayer can get very laggy. Yeah, they can. That's unfortunate. So, let's go sub 130. Track Designs Manager. Looping Coaster. Delete. baffling me how easy the parks are if you just go for efficiency. Yep. It's truly crazy. Okay, let's go. Oh, darn it. Okay, I can just... I was like, I might already, if I'm very fast, build some path first. Okay, let's put it there. Let's stop fast forwarding. Okay. Now let's do this again. It's not going well. Not going well. Go back to the menu. In the meantime, every park takes me about an hour or so to finish. I remember when I first did a little speedrun of this, in 2019, I tried how many parks I could complete in an hour, and it was a little bit more than one. But I got to Dusty Greens, and that's where I failed. So I only got to there, while now I can do at least double the amount. And I could probably go even faster. Fun of the games in building coasters that are very pretty. Speedrunning isn't for me. That's fine. You know, everyone can do their own thing. So let's see. Factory Capers. Let's go. And then we'll just build like that. Okay, that was already the path. Oh, damn it. It's now not connected, is it? Okay, I can't build it. I can't build the entrance line before, but I can build the exit path before. That's a thing I can do. Let's go again. So if I just built it like that. And then without passing station. Then we built it like that. And then select near scenery, save. And then we're gonna build some more of the... Oh god, that doesn't fit. Yeah, that does fit. Okay, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fast forward. Okay, come on. Have me get a sub 130, please. There we go. Sub 130. I could optimize this a little bit more efficient clicking, but that's enough for now. Thank you for the Prime sub, Cheeto 1080p. Please do keep it English, steamed asparagus, but yes, practice does make perfect. Which is what oefening Bartkunst means. Alright. That was Factory Capers in 1:27 probably. Hello everyone, I just sub 30. Sub 30 what? I have 100k channel points. Well, you can spend them to show off that you're rich. Have you done extreme heights in this stream? I have not. Let me note that I got this one, by the way. So about 2 hours, 25 minutes in, I got factory capers. Very nice. Look at me, I'm rich. Look at Kangi, they're rich. Alright, drink some water. So yeah, if I can re-strategize extreme height to keep the guests in the park a lot better, that might work. Hey Marcel, I recently created a long log flume version of the 31 boat ride on your splash boat YouTube video. It's been a nice crowd sponge in scenarios where the splash boat isn't available. 31 boat ride where the splash boat isn't available. I don't... Or do you mean where the splash boat is available? Anyway, I'm happy you're taking something nice away from videos. Now I have 70 left. 70k, I think you mean. Can you drown a few guests in a dick pond as a little treat? Sure. You can't see much of the shape right now, but that's fine. I think this shows how overpowered long queue lines are. It's astonishing. Thank you for the follow, Anna Heath. Like, it's astonishing how overpowered long queue lines are. And there's a... You know, the funny thing is, as long as you have the space, like I do here, like, dragging this queue line longer took maybe 2 seconds. You can immediately save it by just pressing select all scenery, nearby scenery. So it doesn't take longer to save. It's really great. Okay, what other scenario can I optimize and break a record on? Bumbly Bazaar is just RNG, it's just, you know, quick thinking. But, you know what? Let's give it a go. Because, why not? Let's do this. Okay. And now I just start advertising. We just need rain at the right time. That's literally everything. Okay, restart. If we get rain at the right time, we can do this. I think I might need to, before we speed up, immediately place it. Thank you for the 20 months, a crane. I do appreciate that. It's a shame Max wasn't here for Bumbly Bazaar, Bumbly Bazaar, Bumbly Bazaar. Oh, we just lost 10 viewers. Nice. Yeah, you just redeemed Ask a Geography Question. Now you can ask your geography question. As then. If you wish. You can also indeed get a refund. But the point is not that you can only ask geography questions if you do that. But the point is that it mostly encourages people to talk about it, because I like geography. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Bumbly Bazaar. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Ooh yeah. Took me 1 sentence to figure out the meme. What you did. Nice one. Can we have fun with flags? Well, you can't really... I suppose maybe flag emoji. Are those a thing in Twitch chat? Thank you for the bits, by the way, Slime. Where in the world is Concepcion? Probably somewhere in South America. Based on statistics on French-speaking areas. They don't really know where. So, I can't answer your question. I know there's a conception base south in Newfoundland. So, that's somewhere close. I don't know if you're happy with that. South America. Was that close? Did I say South Africa? Okay, let's try this again. Bumbly Bazaar. Let's see. If I just immediately place this. And then speed up. Nope. We need rain immediately. We saw that it is possible to get it. But we need luck and rain immediately. I'm just gonna keep going. Record is 15.7 by the way, I think. Let's see. 15.117, okay. Let's see if we can get some luck. We just got rain, but it wasn't enough. We only made 302. So, what did the record holder do? Let's just check. Oh, of course. Because then you get more guests in the park with the soft guest cap. And then they were lucky. Okay, so we need the immediate rain. But we need to start with a ride. Okay, that makes sense. So, let's do that. Let's go for it. No. Well, that's not really a ride. Okay then. Okay, let's see if we can do better than that. Wait. Oh, I clicked on... Wait, I need to build the entrance? Oh, I did a wrong one. I would like a higher soft guest cap as well. Hang on. Let me check. Which one do we need to build? Ideally one of these, but those are expensive. So they built a mine ride. Alright, I'll go for a mine ride then as well. Mine Mania. Let's reset the timer. Oh, whoops. Didn't do the timer. Didn't do the timer again. Okay, let's see if this is enough. Let's hope. It is not. If it was, it would have been a sub 15. How close were we? Only 132? What? How did they get so lucky? Or hang on, did they place it in particular locations? How did you get rain so fast? Luck. Well, it's not entirely luck. There's just a chance. Okay, so they built it. I think I know. They built it in. They built 2 info kiosks in very specific locations, and you just need to be very quick about it. One of the problems is that I can't really be super quick and activate the timer at the same time. I kind of need to figure out how to get the auto timer to work. Maybe if I do this, that might work. Okay, let's see. And then 1 there, and 1 there, and you open, you 20, and go. Now it's too slow. Didn't even work. Even in April, even later. Oh, we just missed out. Okay, you know what? This is too luck dependent anyway. I need to be too fast for this. You only set the price. Oh, I only set the price for one of them. Right. I'm not gonna do this. Need to be too fast for this. What else can we try? Anyone got a suggestion on which scenario I try? There is actually a channel point reward for it. You could set the timer to -5 seconds so you start when it syncs up. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Forest Frontiers is not fun. That's another annoying one that you just need to be very fast for. The record is 10.1 seconds. So, I don't think that's the ideal one to do. I could do Extreme Heights. What's the record on Volcania? Like, let's see. Quite fast, I believe. It is 2 minutes 7 seconds. It's a specific, like, you just need to build specific designs. That's not a fun one to do, I think, because that's a very thing you need to learn. Oh, it's the longest time of all records. Well, my slowest personal best is Nevermore Park. I don't think that has a record here. No, it doesn't. The record in my fast is about... Okay, I didn't need to build a ride in there, but without that, my fastest is about 9 minutes. Razor Rocks, 6 minutes 36. I could definitely improve that one, but someone said Extreme Heights, and that's not a bad idea. Because I do like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 scenarios. Let's just see what they did. Oops. I used to have the record for this. But no longer. Micro Park. Yeah, I already have that one from years ago. Okay, they also used a long queue line, but not as long as mine. His is a little shorter. But as long as you use it in a good way, that's fine. And then I just went here and... Okay, so... I want to experiment a bit. Because I have a feeling that we're not really keeping the guests in the park all that well. And I don't really know why. Because the Twister coasters should do that just fine. So I know Dirklink used the corkscrew. What if we just use the corkscrew instead of the Twister? Let's just see if that works. So we need it to be extreme. So how about I make it do this? No, other way. Then go up. And then just launch it without passing station at 75. Does that work? One of them might crash at some point. Okay, that's a little bit too too extreme. Which is unfortunate. Because that means guests are less likely to ride it. So... I suppose that's because it's got a naturally higher... Yeah, if you do a little bit slower... Okay, now it's not extreme enough. Oh, hang on. No, because we can't make this do multiple laps. What if we... We could do just the old one. You know. Like that. I don't know why, but I have a feeling Corkscrew Coaster will do better. Hey, Dad. Thank you. I kind of destroyed your empty airfields world record. I got a 246-ish. And now I'm trying to beat this one. Okay, so if we just launch this at 75. Can you add scenery to the design, or is that not fast? You don't, like, scenery only increases the excitement. The thing is, we need intensity. Okay, so if we launch it a bit slow, but we make it do like 3 laps. 4 laps. 5 laps. Why is launch... Okay, 5 laps it is. And then... Also, I don't know, Dad. I don't know... It seems very weird to say that. But I don't know if you realize this, but... I managed to save a lot of time. And you might have already done this, and I might be the stupid one. I think I kind of am, but... For figuring this out late. I've saved a lot of time, but just select nearby scenery. You know, just need to select those two, and then you're done. I don't know if you've already done it. Used it like that. You probably have. But yeah, that does save a lot of time. Okay, so how about we... I think it's a good idea to go back and forth once more. And then if we do select the stuff around the queue line already always gets selected. The queue line is considered part of the ride here, which helps a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna do a corkscrew, which attracts slightly fewer guests than the twister, but the corkscrew was incredibly good for the Rainbow Summit, where I got like a 242, something like that, 240. So I'm gonna try the corkscrew here as well, just because I have a feeling it'll be good. Do I have... I think I still have a safe design. You could probably get 2 tiles from making the queue line go back another tile. Oh, I think you're right, yes. Delete. And... then let's give this a shot. No. Oh, wrong button. Alright. I don't want to start with the wrong button. That's just... that's just not okay. Let's try this again. Okay, let's get rid of that. And then... wait, what's in the... oh god, land not owned by Park. Ugh. I'll take a look at that when I get those times back. Gotta run now, I just wanted to wish you good luck. Alright, thank you. See ya. Okay, let's do this. Let's get rid of that. Okay, and now let's build the path that way and build a corkscrew coaster. Okay, and needs to be there. And corkscrew left, 2 tiles, corkscrew left, like that. And then we need it to be in launched mode and 5 laps, 57, that'll be fine. Okay, then we need a queue line all the way like that. And then path around the back. Okay, select nearby scenery. And let's build some more of these. Okay. And that one. And that one. And that one. Then let's open them all up. Okay. Some handyman. I think that might be enough. Let's get some more of those going. Some entertainers. And then even more of these. Because why not? More. More. And more. And more. Okay, time to add some stalls. Just so it can stay in the park for longer. I think stalls are pretty important. Lol, that toilet sound though. Wait. Oh god! No exit line. I thought, why isn't the guest count going up? I knew something was wrong. And then I started looking around and I realized, oh there... And then I realized, wait a minute. This is broken down. That one's broken down, that one's broken down. Do I not have mechanics? Oh, no exit line. Wow. I do like that toilet sound though. Scenario editor. No, not scenario editor. Whoops. Let's go to Track Designs Manager. Thank you for the follow. BW Burke Gaming. Delete. And let's do this. Okay, and then a little bit of path and a corkscrew. And like that. To the, no, again, to the left, 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 and then, passing station, and then 5 of those, and then, no, like that, yes, and back and forth a few times. Okay, yes, going well. And save, select all nearby scenery, and save. Okay, now let's build a... No, god damn it. I realized before I saw the chat. Why do I keep forgetting this? What's wrong with me? Literally, what's wrong with me? I don't do this on purpose. I promise you. Hey Dirty Boy, what's up? How you doing? And your raiders. Marcel don't need an exit line. Well, the funny thing is, I don't need the exit line for the guests. They're fine. It's the mechanics that can't fix them. We're doing speedruns, by the way, of Roller Coaster Tycoon. I suppose this is a comedy stream now. And I'm failing because I keep forgetting exit paths. Let's delete that design. Delete. Guests stay in the park if there's no exit. They'll just find a path at some point, that's fine. But relax and drink some water, not a bad idea. Why don't you put the path on top of each other so you don't have those double paths? Because I can't, that's not a feature in this version. But I do want this version for less lag. And if I only put like half of the path there, then for different angles I need different sections, and if I misplace it, it'll be wrong, like totally wrong more easily. So it's more easy to have just the entire thing around it. Okay, let's properly do this time. Okay, need to place it there, and then I'm not gonna forget the exit line again. Corkscrew left, 2, corkscrew left. Oh, that only just about fits. Whoops, didn't mean to. There we go. Passing station and 5 laps. Exit path. And then like queue line like that. Okay, told you I wouldn't forget the exit path again. And save all nearby scenery. And let's build them. Now, maybe I've forgotten something else now. I don't know. I hope I didn't. No, wrong one. I don't need a scream machine. These are screamy enough. Okay. And then let's hire some staff. Come on. Okay, 50 is enough for now. Now I need more of these coasters. Okay, it looks like it's going quite decent. Hang on, they're not... Oh, they're not able to come here, but that's fine though. Well, that was a little bit of a mistake. But I don't think it cost me much time, because we still got the guests, because the soft guest cap was still higher. So, it's mostly fine. And a lot of time is just spent in building the coasters. And I was still building coasters during that time. So I think that didn't really cost any time. Maybe a few seconds. But not a lot. Okay, let me build some stuff. Oh, oops. Well, now that's out of line. I can't keep up. Which is a very positive thing, because that means we're getting guests quicker than I can build the rides. Lol, here are the toilets. And then we go again. Okay, good. More. More. More, more, more. More, more, more. Just never ending. Just keeps on going, doesn't it? I guess complaining about long queue lines, I do not care. Okay, let's get them this way by building some stalls here. Cash machine, yeah, Marcel, that will be useful for the guests. So the queue lines are not very full. I don't know why they're not staying as full. Oh god dang it. Alright, I'll just skip that one. I'm not gonna remove it. I have 40 rides already. Maybe I should get some more staff going. Some more entertainers. And I still need more rides. So I need about 45. Okay. I need more of that. And okay, good enough. Okay, I don't like that the park rating is a bit unstable. That's not very good. Maybe we need more handymen. Okay, we have enough soft guest cap now. Okay, that should be enough handymen. I think I should build a connection here. Like that. There we go, it's already pretty heavily used. Alright, now if I just build like a toilet here, will that help? If I build like balloons, will that help? I don't know, maybe it makes them a little bit happier. Well, let's now just hope we get in time, so in about a minute, to 4,500. And if we do, we beat the record. So that means we need to get about 6 guests a second. Which might actually be doable. I don't know, some entertainers. I already have a lot of entertainers. I don't think I can do much more than this. So the reason I'm not building queue-line TVs is because if I am there, it lags more and the game runs slower. Okay, so about 500 and a bit more guests. Okay, I'm going there. Actually, hang on. Ha! What an inventive way to place a no entry sign at the entrance. How about that? So if we hit about maybe 4,300, I should do this. Maybe 4,350. Okay, let's do this. Let's hope this doesn't screw everything up. Hey, we got it. We got a new world record by like 4 seconds. Technically, it's a world record. Nice. So this is our park. The guests never really spread out. They're all around the entrance. How many admissions do we have? Okay, so we have 8,000 admissions. So The big extreme heights problem right now is keeping the guests in the park, which I'm not managing, and considering I'm dad's time, they're not managing it particularly well either. Why change to the Corkscrew Coaster? Just to see if it makes a difference. I don't think it did make a difference. I think it was roughly the same. But yeah, the problem is that they don't really stay in the queue lines. Maybe a launched freefall would work? Think about submitting this run for Games Done Quick in the future. I still don't really know what Games Done Quick is. I thought it was a live stream event, so why do you submit then? Let me quickly have a... oh, that's just stupid. What's this about? About Games Done Quick. For about 10 years, Games Done Quick has been a charity fundraising organization that raises money for charity via speedrunning. Volunteers play games at incredible speed for entertainment. Our events are live streamed online, non-stop, and all donations go directly to charity. Games Done Quick events feature runners from playing games from every generation of gaming history. They play games live and explain in detail the many tricks and glitches they use to get the fastest time. During our events, be sure to take a look at the various donation incentives, which can include additional challenges, new content, and even quirky things like naming in-game characters. Be sure to take a look at the list when you're filling out a donation. Maybe I should look into that at some point. Would be interesting to partake. Would adding extra stalls in among all the corkscrew make much of a difference? I don't think so. Okay, what's the main reason that guests are currently leaving the park? So if we have actions... Okay, 148 are leaving the park. What's their problem? Okay, they just want to go home. They just want to go... They're just tired. Okay, this guy is not tired. He just wants to go home. He's not going on the corkscrew. Hang on, do they have that? Oh, this guy hasn't been on any rides. Damn. They're all just not going on any rides. Like, none. Okay, he's been on a few corkscrews. None. Is it just a feature that they come into the park? Hang on, let me quickly check. Remove guests. Large train. Now they come into the park with decent stats. So it is that they immediately lose all those stats. Or quickly lose all those stats. Maybe no entry sign on the path. The entry towards Flaming Fury. Okay, let's give that a shot. If that works, that could be magnificent. So let's remove guests. And we're going to place a no entry sign here. Oh, and also one here. And yeah, I do want to keep the park rating good, so we're going to remove that one. Okay, so currently we're at about 8,300. Let's see how well this does. So we started at 8,300. And let's see how far we are when we're at like 2,000 guests. Because this does direct them this way. Or maybe we could just wait until 4,500. Do you have another connection? Yes, but at that point they're already here. Like, if they can't get to Flaming Fury at all, that's a problem. They need to be able to get there, otherwise they get lost. Okay, this seems fine so far. So we just keep it running. So let's see if we again take 8,000 admissions to get to 4,500 guests. If we don't, this is a winning strategy. Should put a timer on. Maybe, but we can just do it from total admissions. Because over time, the number of guests we get per minute, per second, whatever you want to take as the time unit, will roughly be the same over a long enough time. I think it's looking quite decent. So 11.3 will be 3,000 admissions. And we're over 2,500 guests already. Do benches count as scenery around a ride? No. You can't save them with scenery, unfortunately. So, this is going quite well. I think this might just be a winner. But let's just keep going for a bit. We're almost at year 10. Because if this works, that's a genius move. That would be an absolute genius move. Is there a maximum on admissions per minute? Well, there's a guest generation algorithm which has a chance every tick, which are 40 ticks a second, to spawn a guest. And if that... So, technically, there's a maximum, namely 40 per second. But that will never ever happen. The average we would get here is... let me see. We have a good enough soft guest cap, good enough park rating. That would just be 700. So 700 over 65,000, 535. So every tick there's about a 1% chance that the guest spawns. Slightly more than that. So over 100 ticks, we'll have one guest. So that's approximately one guest every 2.5 seconds. Which is about... let's see, a month is 409 seconds. So we just do 409.6 divided by 2.5. It's about 163 guests a month. I think this is an absolute winner, this strategy. We just need one connection somewhere out back to Flaming Fury. But it took us less than 6,000 admissions to get to the same point. Instead of 8,000. So, unless... yeah, by the way, the reason it's just flashed is because whenever I click on my other screen and then click back on this screen, it does that. The reason it... no, yeah, I think this can work. It is quite busy here. Maybe it would work if we built another path like this way. And connect it to like the end. Does that get them away from there? Seems like it could. That can definitely help. That can certainly help. Although it looks like there might just be... Yeah, we just funnel them this way. Okay. Or remove the center path of the entrance. If I just do that... Maybe that's a good idea. Oh, it's only a 2x2. Well, if I just remove all that... Yeah, then they'll all be funneled that way. That's a good one. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's give it another shot. I don't know if it'll work, but it might work. You could put a one-way center on the outside path too. I think I'm gonna not do the outside path. The food stalls are making them stay there. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, no, they were. Because those are junctions. Yeah, you were right. I should not put the food stalls right there. But I should also remove that bit of path. Corkscrew Coaster. Delete. Okay, let's give this a shot. So let's start with this again. Okay, come on. Yeah, that's good. Then we're gonna remove the path like that. And we're gonna build two little path pieces like that. And then we're gonna build our corkscrew. Which we're gonna build like corkscrew left. I'm not being super fast at the moment, but that's fine. Because if our method works, this will still be a massive new record. If it doesn't work, then that's unfortunate. Okay, Q line. Q line. Okay, let's not forget the exit this time. Okay, I'm being very clunky here. But that's fine. Select nearby scenery. Save. Oh, hang on. New file. Okay, like I said, I'm being incredibly clunky. But it's fine. And then let's just do 9 to start with. Okay. Handyman. Some mechanics. Okay, let's then immediately get this going. Okay. Now I need to keep running at full speed. I need to build more of these. Okay, first I need to get ahead with the soft gas cap before I build my no entry signs. Otherwise they have no use. Okay, I'm a little bit ahead now. So let's go no entry and no entry. And we're gonna build the stalls right here instead of closer to the entrance. Okay, and it's time for more corkscrews. Even more. I love this method of just including the path in the build itself. Okay. That's out of line, but that's fine. Okay, and there. There. No. Well, they don't need to be able to reach it. Come on. This is very clunky, all these paths. But it's fine as long as it works. Maybe I could use some more staff members. I'm a bit ahead. Okay. And I think I don't need entertainers. The guest count's going up nicely. That looks to be good. Looks to be quite good. Although this is a total mess. No, you can't save Q-Line TVs. Otherwise I would have easily done that. Yeah, you can't build it there. Let's continue building here. Okay, we're already on 3,400. Okay, that's 42. Now I just need... Now, where did I need to... There. Okay. And that. Come on. Just a few more. This looks like it's working. Okay, that's 45. That is enough for the soft guest cap. Now let's just get the guests this way with stalls. There we go. And let's now just wait. This looks like it's definitely working. This is gonna be like a 6:30. That will be very fast. 2 minutes, 4,200. 4,250. 4,300. 4,350. 4,400 almost. Come on. Come on. No, why is it going down? Oh, it's going up again. Come on, a few more. Yes. Sub 7. I could have done a little bit faster with the no entry at the exit. And I wasn't optimized at the start as well. But this is good enough for now. A sub 7. A 6:53. I'm happy with that. Thank you, Slime. Hell yeah. So, that definitely works. Who came up with the strategy? Who was that? Maybe no entry sign on the path from any towards Flame Fury. Voodoo, that was you. Nicely done. Shortened the world record with 40 seconds. No, a minute. It was 6:50. It was 7:52. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Slime and Voodoo. It's going well. I've broken... Which world records have I broken? Crazy... No, Factory Capers, Amity Airfield. I did... Oh, and Extreme Heights. I did another one, right? Oh yeah, Rainbow Summit. And Six Flags Magic Mountain. And let's go for 6-4x. Maybe. But not now. Maybe some other time. This could definitely be sub 6:30. But I might leave that to other people first. But so far, this is a nice time. How many people are competing for RCT World Record speedruns? Hopefully more and more, but currently it's just a few. like 5 or so. But, you know, if we keep growing, there's a Discord server. You can find that in the description of my latest video. On my main channel. If you want to join it. We talk about speedrunning. You can get speedrunning strats there, resources, the rules as well. And, you know, I think it's fun. Trying to exploit it. What gave you the idea for speedrunning this? I did it a few years ago. I got some records. I don't know who inspired me there. Maybe it was Dirklink, who also did some runs. Maybe I did it before Dirklink even. I don't know. And then to do it again, I just got the idea in my head that for my 100k sub special, I would complete all scenarios in one go. And then it dawned on me, well, if I do that, I need to do it pretty fast. And then I started practicing, and I started really liking it. So, yeah. Alright, screenshot for a thumbnail for the upload of the live stream. So you're a speedrunner now? Yes, I am. I can't find anything to eat, that's fine. How many admissions do we have? Yeah, less than 6,000. Compare that to the 8,000 we needed last time. That's a big difference. Okay, I think we've done enough with world records now. Let's hang it up for tonight. And let's see who I can raid. Thank you very much for being here and helping me and coming up with new strategies. And just speedrun your dreams. Well, hopefully I don't speedrun. Hopefully they'll go on for a while, because dreams are fun. So, yeah, I wish you all a good night. Oh, we'll raid Fidwell. Where do I know Fidwell from? Oh, oh, of course, the channel. The YouTube channel. Well, they're streaming. And they're building pretty rides. I think it's actually a competition review. Considering there's a score. So, I'll send you their way. And thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Have a very good night and have fun at Fitwell stream. Bye bye.